Neverending Chain by Dragon Translator. Chapter 122. Talk to him! Hiccup slumped, fell. Astrid's axe hit dirt. She held Hiccup. His head rolled. His eyes were closed. She heard dragon wings. A figure wearing a black hood and a familiar G dropped. The hood flew off. Get him home! Gita ordered. Toothless and Moondust rushed over. Shadowfire aided Astrid in getting Hiccup on Toothless's back. Astrid grabbed him as he slid too far one way. Jerked him back. Toothless, with Astrid on one side and Moondust on the other, hurried to the chief's hut. She heard Gita speak as they skirted over the edge of the great hall. Chief! Odin's Grove! Dead outcasts! Frost! Bag! Astrid heard a hard run as they reached the hut. Gita slid between Moondust and the wall. Opened the door. Toothless bounded in. Astrid caught Hiccup before he hit wood. Gita took him, raced him up the stairs before Astrid could speak. She followed. Toothless jumped onto the rafters, then the loft. Sit! Back to the wall! Shadowfire! Get Gothi! No one else enters! Roars answered the mage. Astrid spared a glance to see a harrowed expression on Gita's face. She did not argue the woman taking over, even though Stoic was still chief, and she was Hiccup's betrothed. Astrid sat down. Gita gently placed Hiccup in her lap, his back to Astrid's chest. His head rolled against her shoulder. Toothless warbled, probably too worried to shift his pitch for the common tongue. Astrid found she did not need the translation. She understood Hiccup's brother was questioning the mage. Gita did not answer. Frost flew through the roof opening. Sharpshot, Sneaky, Iggy, Buttercup followed. The terrible terrorists stared at Gita as if daring her to make them leave. Gita ignored them. She took the satchel Frost carried in his muzzle, opened it, produced a clay container holding a purple liquid, stepped to the bed, reached for Hiccup's mouth. Astrid found her voice. What are you doing? What is that? We need to wait for Gothi! Gothi can't help him. He has to drink this. Trust me. I will explain, but he will die if we do not get this in him. Astrid froze. Gita opened Hiccup's mouth, slowly poured the liquid in. Hiccup coughed. Gita's thumb rubbed his neck in a downward motion. Hiccup swallowed. Gita set the container down. Lay him down. Lay with him. Hold him. Talk to him. Let him know you are there. Astrid frowned, but shifted so Hiccup laid on his back. She curled into his side. Her insides were twitching at the thought of where they were. That he did not move dropped her into the ice. Her lips found his ear. Hiccup, I'm here, she whispered. I'm not going anywhere. Come back to me. Astrid heard shuffling. She lifted her head as Gothi moved up the stairs. Elder, please, see to Astrid's arm. She cannot move right now, though. Yes, Moondust? Astrid looked at the opening, finding the female Night Fury sitting on the landing Finton and her father put in. She felt Gothi beginning to poke and prod at a gash on her right arm. She ignored the woman. Everyone is trying to get in, but Shadowfire and the dragons are keeping them out like you asked. Will Alpha be okay? Gita sighed, ran her hand through a tangle of brown hair, and then pinched the bridge of her nose. Astrid, please keep talking to him. He has to know you are there. Toothless, you and Sharpshot go over there as well. Do not move him. Do not try to wake him. And please, don't bump Astrid's arm. Astrid saw the dragons move to the side of the bed away from Gothi. Gita turned to Moondust. His core has to stabilize. The potion will help. Having Astrid and his brothers there will help. Astrid frowned. Get Stoic. He and Gobber need to be here too. They are his family as well. Tell Shadowfire I say to let them in. Frost, go with her. At once, Elder Gita. Sure, Mama. The two dragons left. Iggy, Buttercup and Sneaky hopped down onto the ledge, looking, for all intents and purposes, as if they were guarding the opening. Astrid buried her face into Hiccup's neck. She, Toothless and Sharpshot kept speaking to him, assuring him they were there. She heard Stoic and Gobber enter a few moments later. Gita moved to the edge of the loft, looked down and then looked back to the loft. She sighed. Chief, you and Gobber please start talking about anything. Do it loudly. Hiccup has to know you are here, but it's crowded up here. What be going on? What happened to my son? Talk to him, Gita snapped. Please. I have to watch his core. I have to see it stabilize. Talk. And I'll explain when I can. I promise. Chief, me thinks we should trust the lass. She near steered us wrong before. Fine, but you be keeping your promise, lass. The two men began talking about a dragon Gobber swore was chasing him. Astrid saw Gyda breathe a sigh of relief, and then saw her step up to the foot of the bed. The mage knelt upon the floor, her gaze steadily upon Hiccup. Astrid heard Toothless and Sharpshot gasp, felt Gothi's hands falter upon her arm. She looked back as a glow, not unlike the one that Gyda gave off when she meditated, come from Hiccup's body. It pulsed wildly. Talk to him! Gyda's shout rattled her. Astrid laid her head down, mouth to Hiccup's ear. She repeated her words from earlier. Toothless and Sharpshot crooned in the old tongue. Stoic and Gobber's conversation switched to improvements for the village that Hiccup was devising, and had told them about. Both men complimented Hiccup, and made sure to say how proud they were of him. Long, agonizing moments later, Astrid heard Gyda shift. It's stable. You can stop talking to him. Astrid, stay there though. Elder Gothi? Will Astrid's arm be okay? Astrid shifted so she could see the old woman. Gothi nodded. Gyda sighed. Thank you. What be going on? Stoic demanded. What happened to my son? I didn't make the barrier Bear's Pit ran into, Gyda said. I was in the trees beyond Flemmer's farm. I wasn't close enough. Barriers are a close quarters spell. That one have to have come from someone right there. What does that have to do with my son? Stoic asked. Gyda ran a hand down her face. Hiccup made that barrier. End of chapter. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed this one. So, plot twist! Hiccup's of age! Ah, I love this. That must have been terrifying. And from Astrid's perspective too. Seeing the love of her life like that? And then hearing that? Holy shit, I do not envy anyone in the room. But I like that Gyda's ready to go for this. Like, she's just like, holy shit, okay, now let's move. Love that. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye my guys, gals and non-binary pals. I'll see you in another video. Take care.